Hi, teacher leaders. Hope you're having a great day. I want to talk to you about your unit and lesson planning. We're talking step number 4. So remember to go ahead and go back and look up at the marks or comments that I made before, or maybe I put them in the actual Loud Cloud. Go back and look at those and make sure that you make any adjustments to the previous ones as needed. You want to keep using that same one to help you just develop it and make it even better each time. So go back and review those. All right, so based on my previous data when I did the pre-assessment, this is what it looked like. I had one student meeting, so they got 11 out of 12, 13 approaches, and then 5 students fell far below. I talked about that here and what I needed to do, excuse me, I yawned, what I need to do to go ahead and meet those students' needs, and then I put that post-assessment here. Now, knowing that this is going to be day 5 right here, this post-assessment, I'm going to work backwards. So the standard objective, I'm going to take from number 2 and plop it right in there. Then vocabulary, greater than, less than, equal to is going to be my vocabulary. My instruction, I'm going to do a quick teach, make sure that we have it. Maybe a game where either they get numbers or cards and they get to turn it or flip it over to the equal sign, or they're going to play a really fun game. What differentiation do they need? I'm going to really think and go above to step 2. What kids did I see needed assistance, differentiation, English language learners, anything there. I also had to think about my 5 students. I think it was 5. My 5 students that fell far below. What instructional strategies or support am I going to give them during this day? And then handouts will be that game they're going to play with the numbers. And then I'm also, what are my engagement or instructional strategies? And then talk about that assessment. This one's going to be that summative assessment. So talk about that assessment here. You'll plop that in there and talk about how it's going to be 1 point for each correct answer. Okay? Then I want to work backwards. What skills, how am I going to build up to this ability to get 11 out of 12, right? So maybe I want to start with the teens, and then the 20s and 30s, 40s and 50s, 60s and 70s here, or maybe all the way up to 100. And maybe I'm going to think about those 2 digits and make sure those incrementally increase. So that maybe that's my objective. The students will be able to compare numbers from 0 to 20. With whatever degree that you want to have. Then maybe I want to say 0 to 30 and intermixing that 20, the teens, the 20s, and the 30s. And then do 40s and 50s, and then maybe 60s to 100 here. And then that last day, I'll give them all the way up to, it goes up to 89 on that assessment. So up to 100. Oh, excuse me. So that's what I want you to think about. How can you develop their skill over the time? And this is often looked at as backwards design or beginning with the end in mind. So that's going to really help you think about that to develop their skills over time. And think about your objectives, the language, that greater than, less than, equal to will probably be something that you go ahead and look at every single day. Are you going to make an anchor chart for that? And then think about those activities. Are you going to have games here? Compare numbers. Maybe they play compare. You just make cards up to 20, or maybe every day they add to their deck and they compare numbers with their friends and see who has a greater or less than. Make some really fun activities. Think about differentiation, the materials that you're going to need, and the instructional and strategies, and that formative assessment. How are you going to know every day that they're ready to move on and make sure they're doing? You might find that on Wednesday, which is the day, step 5 we talked about, that they just did not get up to 50 or maybe the 60s. And so you're going to add 6 days to this unit because you really want to spend an additional day there. And you can add that here or talk about it below. All right? Oh, are you as tired as I am? Anyway, thank you so much for reviewing this video. I hope you found it useful and really thinking about how you're going to help kids master that objective in day 5 and do really well in that post-assessment. All right, don't forget to put that in there and talk about it and save as capital STEP, hashtag or # number 5 with your last name first initial. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you for number 6 where we analyze data.